What's up, YouTube? LCW Jr. back here trying to get these Sixers to the championship, trying to complete this process. This will be season 2, the 2018-2019 season that I'm about to sim through. If you happen to stumble across this video and you have not seen season 1, I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to go ahead and click right there to watch season 1. Just like last season, we'll have 3 questions heading into the 18-19 season. So the first question is, whose team is it? Embiid, Simmons, or Durant? You know, Embiid and Simmons were the top 2 guys last year, and now they added Durant and Devin Booker. So let's see how everybody works together. Question 2 is, how will Sarge and Covington play in new roles? Both guys will have less shots, as they'll now be 4th and 5th options, and Covington will be coming off the bench. And lastly, do we have enough off the bench? Again, with Covington, TJ, Wayne Ellington, Bertans, and Richaun Holmes, is that enough to sustain leads going, while the starters are on the bench? All right, let's get to season 2. Before I advance the season, I was looking at the rosters the roster, and Furkan Korkmaz, his overall dropped 3 points and his morale is low. Reason for that is because I sent him down to the G League before first season started, and he wasn't killing the G League. Only had like 8 points a game, so I just left him down there. So he's not a part of my future plans. So once we advance and set the lineups, I'm going to look to see what I can get for him. All right, so here I'm just going to set the starting lineup. Put Ben Simmons back at the 1, Booker at the 2, KD the 3, Sarge and Embiid. And we're going to make KD the first option. That's why we brought him here. And we're going to make the second option Joel Embiid, and leave everything else the same. Get shooters open, average tempo, limit perimeter shots, and physical defense. So here I'm looking through the trade finder to see what I can get for Korkmaz, and I'm thinking about a big. And first is Willie Hernangomez. I have to give up a second round pick with that as well, but I'm okay with that if it comes down to it, because we're a little light on bigs this season, with only Sarge, Bertans, Embiid, and Holmes. Holmes didn't really have a good year. So Dedmon, he's also an option that I would do. And that first round pick from the Rockets and Onuaku, obviously he's a first round pick, and I believe I saw it was top 3 protected. Even though the Rockets won't be in the top 3, so we won't even have to worry about that. So, those are our options. Let's go ahead and start the season. All right, so Sarge is out right off the bat. 1 to 2 weeks. So now we're down another big man. 0-3 to start the season. 1-3. Bertans is out. All right, so now that we're down 2 big men, we're going to have to go ahead and make this trade quicker than I wanted to. So we're going to go ahead and trade for Hernangomez. He's a good, solid player in the NBA, so go ahead and make that happen. And plug him right into the starting lineup. Get traded for and get started right away. So Sarge is back, so we're going to go ahead and put Sarge back in the starting lineup. All right, Sarge day to day. We're going to let that rock. Just like season 1, any day-to-days and they can play, we're going to go ahead and let them play. Maker and DJ Wilson for Sarge and TLC. No, thank you. All right, so we started out 1-3, but now Bertans is back. But now, we're 9-5, so we're on an 8-game win streak. Bertans out again, and that's 4 to 6 weeks. All right, 10-game. Patrick Patterson for Justin Anderson the second. No. Oh, ouch. TJ McConnell out for the season. Oh, well, I guess then put Aaron Holiday in the backup point guard spot. DJ Wilson, MKG for Covington and TLC. No, thank you. Patty Mills and the 21 second round pick for Covington. No. Jalen Brunson and Patrick Beverly for Dario Saric. I'm going to pass on that too. All right, let's keep it moving. D'Angelo Russell and Redick for Booker and Covington. Nah. All right, so 27-8 going into January. First in the East and first in the Atlantic. Meeks and Nader. No, no, they're not doing that. Excuse me. Yeah, we are killing it so far. Dang, that's right now. Uh-uh. 30, 35-10. All right, still got a stranglehold on these. Oh, Devin Booker out 6 to 8 weeks. Man, that hurts. Denzel Valentine and DJ Augustine for Robert Covington and that 21st round pick, top three protected that I got from the Spurs. I'm going to go ahead and accept this. One, we need a backup point guard because of TJ being out. Covington and Valentine to me are the same player, and Valentine makes less money. And Covington still has 40 million left on his deal. We're going to need money this summer to re-sign Devin Booker, so we're going to go ahead and accept that. All right, so let's get back to the games. Felton, no, we don't want nothing involving Raymond Felton. So going into February, we're 37-12. Joe Johnson for Rashawn Holmes, no thank you. And it's still got a 6 game lead on the East. Maker and Montrezl Harrell for Sarge and TLC, no. Shai Alexander, no. We're fine. We're fine at point guard. 2021 top three protected first and Zaza for Herman Gomez, no. Oubre in the 21st for Sarge, no. All right, so our lead in the East has dwindled. All right, so it's back up to 5-4. All right, so we're at the All-Star break. So we're going to see who made the All-Star team, something I forgot to do last year. So Durant made it, and anybody else? Oh, Ben Simmons made it, so that's 2 years in a row for Ben Simmons. No Embiid this year. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. Embiid scoring is down. Gosh, 13.9. I mean, everybody has to sacrifice with Durant and Booker coming in, but I expected Embiid to still, drop numbers. Let's look at the shots. Even Ben Simmons taking more shots than Embiid. And we have Embiid as the second option. Oh, oh well. I mean, team is rolling. Let's take a look at the contract extensions. All right, so Holmes will re-sign. Yeah, all right, so let's go ahead and re-sign TJ. Even though he's out, we're still going to re-sign him for a minimum. All right, so back up to six game lead in the East. All right, we've clinched a playoff spot already. And Devin Booker's back. I honestly forgot all about Bertans. All right, so it looks like we're going to beat our win total from last season, which was 55 wins. So yeah, we're past that. And just waiting to see that Z next to our names to make sure we win. All right, so we won the East. All right, so 62-20. LeBron wins MVP. Ayton wins Rookie of the Year. Vucevic, 6-man. Drummond, Defensive Player of the Year. Van Fleet, Most Improved. And Brett Brown wins Coach of the Year. All right, that's good. All right, so we don't have anybody that made first team. Nobody made... I'm sorry, Durant made second team. And nobody made third team. All defense. We don't have anybody on the all defensive team. Hopefully. I was hoping to get Embiid on the defensive team. Oh, wait. Korkmaz. I don't understand how Korkmaz is on the all-rookie second team. Unless they're considering... whatever. I don't care. All right, so last season I simulated by round. This season I'm going to go by game. All right, so we're 3-0. All right, so we swept the Heat. So we're playing the Bucks in the second round. I think this is going to be a rivalry. Can develop into a rivalry, not only in real life, but I mean, not only on the game, but in real life. So we took care of them 4-1. But I don't know, just something about, I think we're going to be going at it. So we're playing the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the other side is OKC and Houston. 3-1. All right, so we're back in the finals, 2 years in a row, and we're playing the Rockets. Let's look at their roster: Harden, Paul, Capella, Derrick Rose, Ryan Anderson, Jerebko, Ariza, Nene, Amir Johnson, PJ Tucker, Anawaku, Eric Gordon, and Rondo are both out. Don't know neither one of them will be back for the finals. So in the finals, we're going to simulate with Simcast. All right, so first quarter is pretty tight. Or we actually, sorry, I simulated way too fast there. As you can see, we won the first 3 quarters. We lost the fourth quarter, but don't matter. We ended up winning the game. All right, so now we're going to game 2. Sorry about that. I must have hit something by accident. So first quarter, Rockets actually jumped on us that first quarter. But we only were down 4 at the end of the first. And damn. It's 4-8, so now down 12 entering the half, but we had a strong third quarter, came back and took the lead. Big third quarter, outscored them by 18. All right, so fourth quarter is kind of tight, back and forth. Rockets are pulling away a little bit, but we're coming back. It's over. We lost by 5. So we lost home court advantage. So we're 1-1 going into Houston. All right, first quarter. Strong first quarter. Outscored them by 10. They outscored us by 7, so we're up 3 going into the half. All right, we outscored them in the third. And back forth. Tight game. Oh, we won it at the buzzer, or I'm not sure if it was at the buzzer, but we definitely won it in the last seconds there. All right, so we're up 2-1. Took home court advantage back. Gosh, they are smoking us in the first quarter. It seems like whoever wins the first quarter seems to have won every game so far. And they smoked us in the first quarter. Sheesh. All right, came back a little bit in the second. All right, we came back, and now it's tight in the third. Sorry, we're battling. They're pulling away. Yeah. Yeah, they got it. All right, so going back to Philly is 2-2. Let's look at the first quarter here. It seems like, again, whoever wins the first quarter seems to end up winning the game. All right, so we won the first quarter by 8. By 5 in the second quarter, so that puts us up 13 at the half. All right, so we're up 11 entering the fourth. And all the games have been tight too, even though it's been swings. All right, so we end up winning game. What's that game? 5. So now we're up 3-2. Going into game 6. Going into Houston. Is this the year we pull it out and complete the process? Let's see. All right, so the first quarter, tight first quarter, they won, but it was a tight first quarter. Second quarter, we won by 9. So we're up by 6 going into the half. Oh, we were up by 20. Yeah, we're blowing it open. This is it, fellas. Oh, I'm sorry if ladies are watching too. This is it. Process is completed in year 2. Look at that. Sixers win the championship. Durant wins Finals MVP. That's why we brought you here. Wow. Well, then again, since we did go to the finals last year with the roster we had, adding those 2 guys definitely helped. So here's some rule changes. The worst team will have reduced odds of attaining a top 3 pick. Fine. Trade deadline will occur 1 week later. That's fine as well. All right, so we have the 30th pick. Can't trade the pick. All right, so year 2, we got it done. But the videos won't stop here. I'm taking this at least 10 seasons. So don't think just because we won the championship, we're stopping here. All right, so we're into the draft, and let's see our trade options for the pick. Nah, nothing really jumping out. And plus, again, we need money to re-sign Devin Booker, even though we can match whatever he gets, but we don't want to be too cap strapped. So I think we're just going to go ahead and I could have traded the picks for maybe some second round picks, but no, we're going to go ahead and use it because I was looking at Luka Samanic. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. He has a pretty good ceiling. His ceiling could be Jeff Green, and his floor is Omar Caspi. So I like that, and I looked at some of his YouTube clips. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not, it might not necessarily translate over to 2K, but his YouTube clips look pretty good. Maybe somebody that will be in the draft next year we can look at. So I went ahead and picked him, and we're looking at trading second round picks. Go ahead. I'm trade for Sharif O'Neal. Figure why not? What the heck? So that was all the moves I made in the draft. So I accepted everybody's options and extended qualifying offers to everybody. Then we're going to go ahead and renounce some rights to free up some room. Yeah, I guess we'll renounce Wayne Ellington also. All right, so as you see, we don't have cap room. We're minus 10.58. But again, we can match whatever Devin Booker is offered, so I'm not worried about that, and we will match whatever he gets. So as you can see in free agency, I signed Troy Daniels, Joe Johnson, and Glenn Robinson III to 1-year deals, and also I matched Devin Booker. And the reason I made those free agency signings is for shooting. All three of them can shoot the rock, and we value shooting. So, and with the stars that we have, all those guys have to do is spot up and hit shots. So here's everybody's contracts, and again, we're going to keep Bertans on the qualifying offer. I sent Embiid to big man camp, and we're sending Sarge to perimeter shooting camp. And lastly, we're going to send Devin Booker back to combo guard camp. So that's the end of season 2. To recap season 2, went 62-20, which was first in the Atlantic and first in the East. Won the NBA championship versus the Rockets 4-2. Traded Furkan Korkmaz and a 22 second round pick to the Hornets for Willie Herman Gomez. Traded Robert Covington and a 21st round pick, top 3 protected, to the Bulls for Denzel Valentine and DJ Augustine. Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons were named All-Stars. Kevin Durant made All-NBA second team, and Brett Brown won Coach of the Year. Selected Luka Samanic with the 30th pick in the 19 draft. Traded the 34th pick in the draft along with a 21 second round pick to the Suns for Sharif O'Neal, which was the 32nd pick in the draft, and a 22 second round pick. And we signed Troy Daniels, Joe Harris, and Glenn Robinson III to vet minimum contracts. If you liked the video, go ahead and give a thumbs up. If you want to catch season 3 and other videos that I drop, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. And also in the comments, let me know what you would have done differently, or if you like what I did. I mean, I did win the championship, so can't be too much that would have been done different, but let me know what you would have done differently. And we can go back and forth and talk about that. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later.